My name is Kala, Arvind Kala. The BJP is a party of fools. It has no idea that a religion does not have a national identity or a regional identity because the BJP believes that Hinduism belongs to India. But the Christians of the world don't think like that. The Buddhists don't think like that. The Muslims do not think like that because they're wild contradictions if they were to use BJP logic. For instance, Christianity was born in Jerusalem, but there are hardly any Christians in the Middle East. Most of the Christians are in America and Europe, in Russia, and Latin America, and in Africa. Islam was born in Mecca in Saudi Arabia, but most of the world's Muslims are in Indonesia. But the Indonesian Muslims do not think that they pray to an alien religion because Islam was born in faraway Saudi Arabia and not anywhere close to Indonesia. So, same thing with Buddhism. Most of the Buddhists, they are in China and Japan and Korea and Thailand and Taiwan, right down to Sri Lanka. But none of those Buddhists think that they pray to an alien religion because the Gautam Buddha was born in the Indian subcontinent on the border between India and Nepal. But so why do we Hindus think that Hinduism belongs to India? One reason is because most of the 98% of the world's Hindus are live in India. That's true. Well, so India takes a proprietorial attitude towards Hinduism, but Shinto that way, the Japanese religion, it's more of a culture. It belongs to only to one area, Japan, but they do not make proclamations like that Shinto belongs to Japan, Shinto belongs to Japan, and other people cannot live there because the Buddhists there. Japan has 50% Buddhists and 50% Shinto people. So, but Shinto people do not tell the Buddhists of Japan, why do you pray to an alien religion? Like we tell our Muslims that why do we pray? You pray to a to Allah because Islam took birth in Mecca. So this is the thing. So Mr. Modi is causing a hell of a lot of damage. I remember many years ago I did a video. I would have done several videos that India's Hindus, 80% Hindus, should not attack Muslims because we will attack Muslim attacks in Muslim countries on Hindus who are there, and in the Indian diaspora, which is something like 30 million, there are hundreds of thousands of Hindus, prosperous Hindus, doing business in Iran or Iraq or Syria or China or various places. So I said something. We'll invite retaliation if Hindus of India attack the Muslims of India. Then the Muslims of Iran will attack the Hindus who are there. Like Shylock said in Shakespeare's this thing, if you tickle me, will I not laugh? If you prick me, will I not bleed? So it invites retaliation. And sure enough, that is exactly what is happening. Today, when I opened the paper, I read that there's a eighth Hindu home in Bangladesh which was set on fire. The Muslim mob which set on fire that house, bolted the doors from outside and set it on fire. So this is what it is. If we Hindus, BJP's Hindus, keep attacking Muslims, our Muslims will definitely go to other countries, Muslim countries, and say, help us, yeah, we are being attacked in a Hindu India. So that retaliation follows. So this is ruinous. Now all this comes from BJP's atavistic notions. Atavistic is a very precise English word which means harking back to a primitive ancestral past, to practices which never happened before. Now, BJP's atavism, their anti-Muslim and anti this thing is because of the RSS. RSS is a 100-year-old organization which it stands for the glorification of Hindus. It's a very foolish organization. They have these daily drills all over. Then tens of thousands and lakhs of Hindus join, and they march around, with a stick resting on their shoulder, like this. They march around with a lot of enthusiasm, and they all pot-bellied men with their balls, with their paunches hanging over their balls, and it's one is a symbol of RSS's atavism is the fact that there are no women there, only men and boys. So that is in BJP. You'll rarely find a prominent woman leader. They figure nowhere. It's only a all male organization, largely that. So this is Mr. Modi, if they were only educated, Mr. Modi, Mr. Shah, everybody else, like the Congress had a galaxy of educated people, they would know, they would get into things. Mr. Modi, etc. The ironical thing is, Mr. Modi was a very studious guy, studious fellow. I saw an interview of his older brother, and he said during Modi's childhood years, he would spend hours in a public library, but it was a Hindu type library, which was just uh, proclaiming the glory of Hinduism, the glory of Hinduism. So Mr. Modi, though a studious fellow, is steeped in that. And the whole organization is, because every BJP guy goes through the RSS, where they talk all nonsense, and embrace all sorts of nonsense, and they have very foolish. Elon Musk is sending planning to send rockets to the moon, and the RSS is doing daily drills with a stick like that, like a bunch of fools. Yeah. But fools can be very dangerous, and the BJP is just inviting ruin on India. Today, it's the attacks on Christians. It's an interconnected world, and all of them are saying, and part of that retaliation against Indians overseas is because of the Indians' misbehavior there. And Indians' misbehavior has also come from this absurd pride that Modi has infused into Hindus outside. And the result is that they're being thrown out of every country, whether it's Australia, America, Canada. Nobody wants Indians. They've become as unwanted as Muslims in the Middle East who go to Europe and settle down in Europe and places like that, and say that the Sharia should be introduced. It's the same foolishness. We are following those Muslim fools in all these countries, and we are getting it. So, well, friends, I've said enough. Please forward this to everybody. Don't listen to other people. Yeah, listen to me. I talk sense. Okay, see you later, alligator.